One of the most common pieces of gaming wisdom that you'll hear is the only wrong way to play video games is if you're not having fun. Sounds fair enough, right? But good luck telling that to the droves of angry keyboard warriors in forums who will tell you which games you should hate and which you should like. Having random people online determine what you should be enjoying is ridiculous for a lot of reasons, with the main reason being just how personal what you'll enjoy is going to be. While I do advocate that you want to pick what you personally want, there are some traps people can fall into that I'd like to go over. The first and most obvious trap is playing a game that everybody is saying is amazing. Whether it be your friends, review scores, or just a general buzz online. This can apply to both modern and retro games, and is perhaps one of the ultimate examples of FOMO, which in case you don't know stands for fear of missing out. Basically, because everybody thinks a game is amazing, you feel like you're going to miss out on a great video game experience if you don't play it. Now, a lot of times you will end up enjoying these highly praised games. In fact, I'd say most of the time you'll end up enjoying these games. But it's not a guarantee, and then the issue becomes that you might feel pressure to like the game, or perhaps even that there is something wrong with you. And let me tell you, that's a really easy way to not have fun. It's perfectly fine to acknowledge that a game might be great, but it's just not for you. It doesn't mean your gaming sensibilities are broken. It also doesn't mean you have to trash the game either, which I feel like a lot of gamers will do in order to justify why they don't like a game. And if you do have really negative feelings toward a game, it's fine to feel that way, but don't tell other people they're wrong for liking it. If somebody likes a game that you hate, then who cares? Let them enjoy it, and on the flip side, if somebody hates a game that you like, then don't let it affect your opinion of the game. Okay, but here's where things get tricky. Sometimes there are games you'll enjoy playing even if you think you won't, but you just need to give them more of a chance and be open-minded about it. I've experienced this, many other gamers have experienced this. It usually starts with simply trying something that's outside of your comfort zone. I wouldn't suggest going in blind to a game that you're unfamiliar with though. Do a little bit of research, see what it is that people like about the game so that you can give yourself a chance to look for those potential qualities and see if you enjoy them. The problem with it is at what point do you draw the line before you give up on a game if it's not clicking with you? Sometimes it can take forever before you start enjoying a game, and time is a precious commodity to say the least. Well, there's no coverall answer to this one, and it ultimately is going to come down to the decisions you're comfortable making. The next thing I want to talk about is the different types of fun you can have in a game. Fun can mean a lot of different things. It could be a super engrossing story-rich game, a more goofy, nonsensical game, or perhaps some sort of strategy game that makes you really use your brain. Different games try to do different things, and so you don't have to feel like enjoyment only comes in one form. In fact, some games could just be flat out bad, but you still have a great time playing them because you're laughing at how ridiculous it is. Another point to consider is how games fit into your time schedule. If you play longer games, make sure you have enough free time to accommodate the time commitment that game is going to take. Otherwise, you'll find yourself once again confronted by the very not fun feeling of pressure. Managing which games to play applies to both the longer term and short term planning as well. Whenever you sit down to play games, think about how much time you have for that particular session and what you could realistically accomplish. That way, whenever it's time to put down the controller, you'll think, yeah, I had fun. Okay, so that about does it for this video. If any of you have any additional advice to add, I'd love to hear it. Or if there's something I talked about that you really identify with, then let me know. So leave those comments down below, and I will see ya in the next video.